Okay, today we'll see continuation now how to previous class sessions we have seen how to calculate the load, that is for the beam, slab, column and footing. Now based on that, for that same layout I'll take one what we have solved, the load what we have calculated earlier. Okay, for that span now I'll try to analyze the beam. Okay, before designing the beam, first we have to know the bending moment and shear force of that beam. Okay, for that we have to analyze it. That is based on slope deflection method. Okay, I am also going to teach you in after this slope deflection method how to analyze using moment distribution method and Carnot rotation method. So first we will go for the slope deflection method. So for that, this is your continuous beam. So first you have to know, for every solution or to analyze, first you should know how to find out the fixed end moments. Okay, these are the general fixed end moments what we are going to consider in the problem. So first, if suppose there is only a point load, that is load, a single load is acting on the beam exactly at the center. Okay, so for that what might be the fixed end moments? So these fixed end moments usually calculated based on the deformation method. Based on deformation method, you have to find out this moment. Okay, that I am not going to take thoroughly. Just I'll give the direct what is the moments that you have to consider while solving the problem. Okay, suppose this is your point load. It is exactly acting at this center. So for point load, if you simply support it, you have maximum bending moment as WL by 4. Okay, so in this case, if it is a fixed end, see here, this moment is acting over here. See here, in this case, it will be, this is anti-clockwise. So consider anti-clockwise as negative, clockwise as positive. Okay, here it is anti-clockwise. So MAB will be minus, and the elastic curve here it pushes the beam upwards, and here it is downward, so it pushes the beam downward. Again it pushes the beam upward. So here it will be hogging bending moment. If beam pushes down, here it will be sagging bending moment, and at the end it will be again hogging bending moment. This will be your elastic curve of the fixed end moment. So in this case, so it will be anti-clockwise, so it will be minus, MAB will be minus, and the formula will be, if it is a point load, it is nothing but WL by 8. Okay, W into length divided by 8. And if it is MBA, see here it is clockwise moment, so it will be plus WL by 8. Okay, just see the sign. In the left hand you will have minus WL by 8, and in right hand you have WL by 8 plus WL by 8. Similarly, if there is a point load but it is at the different, here it is exactly at the center, that is L by 2 distance. Suppose if it is at A and B distance, so in that case at this end it will be minus W and this small, and that is A into B square by L square, and similarly plus W A square B divided by L square. This is your formula for point load if it is having at the different varying length. Okay. Suppose if your UDL is acting on the fixed end, so in that case you will have minus WL square by 12 plus WL square by 12. This is all calculated based on the deformation, using deformation formula, that is unit load method or point load minimum strain energy method, anything based on that you have to calculate this moment. Okay, so this, if you have this triangular exactly at the center, so in that case it will be minus 5 by 96 into WL square, here plus 5 by 96 into WL square. Okay, suppose if you have UVL, that is triangular variation, so in that case in the right hand triangle, right hand portion, you will have the sign depends upon this anti-clockwise and clockwise, so it is anti-clockwise minus WL square by here here in this part it will be 20, and at the free end or at this point it will be WL square by 30. These are the fixed end moments that you have to remember. Based on this you can calculate all different types of continuous beam problem, continuous beam or portal frame, any problems based on fixed end moments you can calculate further. Okay. Now I'll go further, that is analyze this problem with in the using slope deflection method. Okay, first step in that you have to find out the fixed end moments of that beam. Okay, so here first what you have to do to find out fixed end, each span you have to consider as fixed end. Suppose here you have A, B, C, 3 joints and span AB and BC. So consider first span AB has fixed end now. A and B as fixed and it is UDL. Assume it as B is fixed and then you have to write based on the fixed end moment what is the formula. So for UDL you have WL square by 12. Here it is AB span you have minus, that is WL square by 12, where W is, how much W is 22 point minus 35 into L square is 3 meter span divided by 12. Similarly this end, this is clockwise, so plus W L square by 12. So plus 22.35 into 3 square divided by 12. Okay. Next we will come to span BC. Here this end you will have to assume as fixed, and here BC, fixed end at BC you will have, that will be again anti-clockwise, so minus WL square by 12, that is minus 22.35. Span is here 2 meter, so 2 square by 12 plus WL square by 12, which is nothing but plus 22.35 into 2 square by 12. Just simplify and get the value. So you have minus 16.76 kilonewton meter plus 16.76, and here you have minus 7.45 kilonewton meter plus 7.45 kilonewton meter. Okay. Once this is done, next step to write the slope deflection equation. So slope deflection equation is based upon the rotation and delta, that is deflection. And suppose you are considering the beam as rigid over here. So if beam is rigid, that is simply supported, you will have like this deflection. So this deflection, it will be at the angle, suppose this is A and this is B, this is at the angle theta A, and here deflection will be at the angle theta B. Okay. So based on this rotation, you have to consider the deflection is nothing but, suppose if there is any sinking in the support, if you have any delta, B support will be little bit below the line or above the line delta, that plus or minus delta you have to consider. Here in our case there is no any sinking in support, so just you have to consider the rotation. Okay, this is your general formula for deflection equation, slope deflection equation. So fixed end moment plus 2EI by L into 2 times theta A plus theta B. So how to consider this 2 and 1 time? Just see the point over here. Which moment you are going to write the equation? Suppose it is AB equation. So rotation at A will be 2 times and rotation at B will be 1 time. Okay, just see this point A and B, how it is. So if it is A at the first, you will write 2 times theta A. If B at the first, you will write 2 times theta B. Okay. Once that is clear, just write fixed end moment. What is a fixed end moment? MFAB, that is nothing but minus 16.76 plus 2EI. Here I am taking same cross section throughout, so EI will be constant. Okay, suppose if you have a varying cross section, that is AB is having different cross section and BC is having different cross section, then here E might be same, but I will change. I formula is nothing but BD cube by 12. It depends upon width and depth of the beam. Okay, based upon that you can vary. Here I will take constant, so just consider 2EI by L is span is 3 meter into 2 times theta A plus theta B. Okay, here, and one thing for fixed end, suppose your beam is fixed. Okay, see here, the rotation or the beam will deflect in this direction. So in this case there is no any rotation at this point, so rotation will be 0. Okay, suppose the beam is fixed, suppose this is your beam, it is fixed, so it doesn't rotate, rotate or it doesn't move, it will be completely fixed. Suppose it is pinned or hinged, so see, it can rotate. How it rotates? So in that case you will have rotation, that is theta. If it is fixed moment, there is no any rotation, so that moment, that rotation will be equal to 0. So suppose your joint is fixed, then that rotation will be equal to 0. So here theta A and theta C is 0. What? Theta A and theta C is equal to 0. So here theta A is 0, you will have only theta B. Similarly, MFBA, that is plus 16.76 plus 2EI by 3 to theta B. Here theta A is 0. Okay, this is your equation. Next we will come to the span BC. Okay, span BC, fixed end moment of BC is minus 7.45 plus 2EI by span is 2 meter divided by, see here it is BC, so first point is B, so it will be 2 times theta B, and second point is C, so 1 time theta C. So 2 times theta B, here theta C again it is fixed end, so theta C is 0. Okay, next we will see last equation. We will see last, that is MCB, that is nothing but fixed end moment of CB plus 2EI by L into C here, it is C at the first, so 2 times theta C plus B, that is 1 time theta B. Here theta C is 0, so you have fixed end moment, that is plus 7.45 plus 2EI by length span is 2 meter plus theta C is 0, so you have just theta B. Okay, now next step is solving theta. For that you have to consider equilibrium equations. Okay, based on equilibrium equation you have to solve the rotation. So for that, see here, our problem is at the end it is not equal to 0, but at the joint you have moment at joint is equal to 0, but fixed end moment is not equal to 0. That you remember. Here there will be a rotation, but at this joint the moment, the summation of this moment at this joint, it will be equal to 0. Suppose if it is simply supported over here, at that point the moment also will be equal to 0. So moment will be present only in case of when there is a fixed end. So moment at this joint, it will be summation or summation of this moment at this joint, it will be equal to 0. So based on that, here we have equilibrium equation. So moment at that point B is 0, that is M. See the moment, which and all moment will be acting. So M, BA and MBC. So MBA plus MBC is equal to 0. Okay, this is your equation because there is only one unknown. So you have only one equilibrium equation. Suppose there is two unknowns, you will have two equilibrium equation. Based upon the how many unknowns are there, based upon that you will have number of equilibrium equations. Okay, MBA, consider MBA, that is 16.76 plus 2 EI by 3 into 2 times theta B, okay, plus MBC. MBC is minus 7.45 plus 2 EI by 2 times theta B, which is equal to 0. Simplify and get the value of theta. You will have theta B as minus 2.8 EI. Okay. Once this is known, you will substitute this theta B, all these the deflection equation, and get the final moment. So last step, final moment. For that, substitute theta B. Okay, theta B in SD equation. Theta B in SD equation. SD is slope deflection equation. Okay. So first moment, that is MAB, that is minus 16.76 plus 2 EI by 3 theta B. Theta B is minus 2.8 divided by EI. EI will get cancelled. Simplify and get the value. So value will be minus 18.64 kilonewton meter. Okay. Next, MBA. So plus 16.76 plus 2 EI by L. Here you have 2 times theta B. So 2 into minus 2.8 by EI. Simplify and get the value. You will have positive plus 13.04 kilonewton meter. Next, MBC. MBC is minus 7.45 plus 2 EI by 2 into 2 times theta B. Again 2 into minus 2.8 by EI. Simplify, you will get, it will be, you know that equilibrium equation or at joint, the summation of moment should be equal to 0. So suppose if it is plus 13.04, here you will get minus 13.04. At that joint, moment will be equal to 0. Okay, plus and minus. So last point, last equation is MCB. So MCB equal to plus 7.45 plus EI into minus 2.8 by EI. Okay, you have 4.65 kilonewton meter. Okay, now just mark this moment in the diagram. So here you will have minus is nothing but anti-clockwise, minus, clockwise, plus. So here it is minus, so it will be anti-clockwise. Here this is anti-clockwise, so it will be like this, anti-clockwise. Value is 18.64 kilonewton meter, and here it is plus, so clockwise this is plus, and another one at that joint BC you have minus, so anti-clockwise value is 13.04, and at C you have plus, so clockwise 4.65. Okay, according to that you can draw the elastic curve. So here it is, it pushes the beam up, so it will be like this, and this is downward sagging. Here again it pushes the beam up, here pushes the beam up, so it will be hogging, and again it is sagging, and at this point again it will be hogging. Here see, the rotation will be equal to 0. There is no any rotation angle over here. So this is your elastic curve, how the beam deflects, or elastic curve of the beam. Okay. So then how to draw BMD, and bending moment value is known. Based upon that, how we can find out reaction and shear force, that I'll show while solving the moment distribution method problem. Same problem I'll solve in moment distribution. In that time I'll show how to draw SFD. Okay, that's all. Thank you.